Good morning, sunshine. Whoa, calm down. You ain't forget like that. I'm just your next door neighbor coming in to check on you. Are you looking for this? Yeah, I'm sorry. That was kind of a necessary precaution. I mean, come on. Besides watching videos online, what other use do you have for this anyway? It's not like anyone gives a shit about you to pick up the phone or call you or anything like that. Screw me. Don't give me that bullshit. Even your lock screen is a stock image, and I saw that anonymous post you made on Reddit about how lonely you feel and how nobody takes care of you. Well, don't give me that look. You're not being as sneaky as you think you are. Liar. You definitely don't have a gun near you, so quit it with that. I told you already. I'm your next door neighbor. You may not recognize me since I'm kind of new here, but then again, it's not like you would have noticed me if I wasn't. You live in your little bubble, never even glancing around yourself, and yet you'd be the first one to complain constantly about how nobody ever looks at you or cares for you. How would you ever know if someone has their eyes on you, huh? Right. I didn't lie about that either. I did come to check on you. It seems you have trouble listening as well. Well, yeah, obviously, I know you can't get the door in your condition, so why bother knocking in the first place? Look, I even brought brownies. I follow a special little recipe I created, and not to toot my own horn, but I can tell you, it'll be the best damn thing you'll ever taste. You shouldn't have left your windows open if you didn't want anyone to get in. Oh, right, you didn't leave them open. Anyways, I actually moved in around 2 months ago. I believe you. I am pretty quiet and discreet. You need to be very aware of your surroundings to notice me. But like I said, you're not as alert as you think you are. It's actually quite the opposite. You're oblivious to most everything around you. You should be more careful. Lies, lies, and more lies. Come on. I already know the nurses aren't coming back until tomorrow. You're pretty much stuck on your own until then. Well, now you have me. Yeah, I heard them say they were coming by tomorrow. Duh. The walls in these apartments are like paper thin in this shithole. Oh, so now we're resorting to threats of violence, are we? Under normal circumstances, I'd feel, threatened. But, seeing your state, I'm sure you won't be getting out of bed unless you really, really need to use the bathroom, and even then, I'm not sure you might make it in time. I wouldn't bother screaming for help either. Besides the two of us, there's only one other person in this entire building, and she's deaf as a signpost. Everyone else is slaving away at work, children are at school, and there are no housewives or husbands here. I mean, if any family could afford to live on a single paycheck, they would have rented somewhere nicer and far away from here as possible. That's a very good question. Why did I rent here then? Want to take a guess? Wrong. I'm not rich, but I can definitely afford a better place than this. Want a second chance? Sheesh. You are not that bright. But that's okay, because it's kind of cute actually. You're even cuter when you sleep, you know that? No, of course you wouldn't. It'd be weird if you knew exactly what you look like when you're sleeping. I'm not creepy. I'm just a very loving and caring person. Fine, I'll tell you. I went to the hospital for a routine checkup, and that's where I spotted you around like 2 months ago. You looked really pathetic. No offense. Barely able to move your own wheelchair and having to wait for someone to help you. Now don't get all angry with me, you know I'm right. On the contrary, I do know a lot about you. For instance, I know you solely rely on nurses for help. And I also know it's costing you almost everything you've got, which is why you can't afford a nicer place. Look at you, catching up. Yeah, I've kept an eye on you for the entirety of the past 2 months, and you've never even noticed anything. It's pretty easy when you look as forgettable as I do, but you know something about that, don't you? Since you constantly complain about how nobody cares or how nobody notices you and blah blah blah. Well, next time, you'll be careful what you wish for then. Oh, don't worry about me. I have a job that pays well, and bonus point is I can work from anywhere as long as there's internet. So yeah, moving around is pretty easy for me. You tell me, what do you think I want from you? Never mind. I guess you're going back to being daft again. I don't want your money. You barely have any to begin with, and I certainly have no use for your organs. Again, no offense. I just want to help you. To take care of you, to spend time with you. I'm good at many things. I make enough money with a few hours of work to live generously for a good number of weeks. I can cook very well, might I add, and clean, but the cherry on top is that I went to nursing school. No, I dropped out right before graduating, but that's besides the point. What do you mean, why? Because I like you. What a stupid question. I mean, don't get me wrong, from the short time I've had to observe you, I know you're not the sharpest knife in the drawer, but damn, I feel like you're pushing it here. Although, it's still kinda cute. Yes, that also means I know about your condition. All you need is a bit of help, and it's not that big of a deal for me. You won't be winning any sports, but, I'd say getting back on your feet again is a lot better than your state right now, wouldn't you agree? Wow. Serve someone gold on a silver platter, and they'll take a shit on it. Fine. I'll take my brownies, and I'll see myself out. Enjoy paying all those medical bills and spending the rest of your life alone. I'll be moving out within the week, so until then, don't worry, I won't bother you again. What? Say that again? I didn't hear you. Alright, I'll stop. So, you want me to stay, huh? I can gloat if I want. I'm happy, and that's how I show my happiness. Really? Do you actually think I don't look forgettable, or are you just trying to schmooze me? No, seriously. If you're acting all nice out of a sudden fear that I'd hurt you, don't. If I wanted to, I would have done that already. Trust me, I've had many, many opportunities. But if you're complimenting me to win me over, then spare your efforts. I'm already yours. I'll take good care of you. Just don't think of playing any games with me in the future, and I promise you I'll give you everything you've ever wished for and then some. But don't ever think you can leave me after that, because I'll find you wherever you go, and you won't like it when I do. I'll take out whatever and whoever stands in my way.